Hey guys, I'm Goscalyon, and today I'm going to start on my very first survival series called 5 Lives, 5 Styles. With this series, I've forced myself to change build style every time I die. However, I won't leave projects of the previous style completely unfinished. The reason for this is that I would like to improve my skill at building different houses. And besides, I'm not good enough at the game to where I can do a hardcore series. This way, I challenge myself to build cool things and play the game in a different, more careful way. Let's just hope that I don't die too quickly into the series. Before we begin, I want to talk about what I want to achieve for this episode. First off, there's a number of saplings I need in order to build my starter house, a few of which I hope to find along my trip to the start location of where I want to build. I scouted this world ahead of time, checking only for suitable biomes and a build location. Then, I will also need one or more amethyst geodes for both amethyst and calcite. I also want to gear up and get myself some diamond gear with maybe a few early enchantments. I'm not going to set up a full village just yet, but I would like to at least prepare the basics. Some simple farms, some animals, and unlock a few traits. And lastly, I want to build my starter house. Let's get started and chop the first tree and make some tools. I'm also using a simple data pack called Coordinates HUD, which shows the coordinates nice and minimalistic. I was lucky enough to have some sheep right at the start, so I made myself a bed straight away. Before I left the island, I grabbed an acacia sapling. And now, my trip to the frozen peak begins. I spotted some coal and made myself a stone pickaxe to collect some of it, but then I spotted this. Okay, spawned a skeleton. Oh my god, that is the earliest I ever found one. Fire protection, okay. After that, I continued my travel looking for a mangrove biome along the way. I stumbled upon a few villages with not much loot, however I did grab the iron nuggets from a portal. Not too far from the village there was a mangrove swamp, so there's another sapling off the list. And of course there is a jungle right next door. I also grabbed cacao beans and some bamboo, which can be useful for scaffolding and fuel. I found yet another portal with more iron nuggets and some obsidian. And it is about time that I craft my first piece of gear. Oh my god, there's a mine shaft down there? I'm not going down there, but I do want to see. Oh, wow. Okay, that is a long chain. What in the world? After being stumped, I continued the last stretch of the journey and collected some more leather. Thank you, Dolphin, for coming along for the ride. We just need one more trip across the ocean. What is that? That is a very wild approach. That is such... Is that a cave? What? And then, finally, just beyond Minecraft's craziest cave entrance I've ever seen, there lies the Frozen Peaks, our destination. Just look at this beautiful valley. I just had to build here, so that's exactly what I'll do. Before I do anything though, I need to get myself full iron armor, so it's time to do some mining. Just in case we have to get... Oh! No way! Oh, I need that. That's crazy. How do I just find this here? That's beautiful. As if this cave wasn't scary enough, there's a mineshaft down there by the geode. Alright, I got enough iron now, so it's time to finally feel a bit safer and suit up. And I made a little friend on the way out. I decided to take a break from mining to do some work around the temporary house, and I changed the color on my bed to my favorite color, red. To prepare for making an enchantment setup, I made a simple temporary sugarcane farm. After that, it's time to go mine for diamonds. Oh boy, I see a massive cave up ahead. And I found the deep dark. Great start. Oh god. We get to deep slate? Ah, that's the first thing we see? Oh no. That's not what I like. Can we spot some diamonds though? Oh my goodness. Ooh, diamonds! Our first set of diamonds! I figured lighting this upper area would make the area safer and avoid creepers falling on top of my head. Well... Oh, yeah, I thought so. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. That went totally according to plan. I wasn't in danger of dying at all. It's time to take a break from caving for diamonds. I spent hours searching and only found 6 so far. I guess I'll go ahead and clear some of the trees in the area where I want to build my house. I can make this jump. Look, I'll do it right now. Parkour Master. I then went ahead and grabbed some obsidian from a nearby lava pool. After that break, it's time to continue looking for diamonds again. There's a diamond! Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, phew. That was a close call right there. Holy. I just completely forgot about the water bucket as well. This got me scared and I stopped caving for a bit, especially considering the fact that I once again spent hours looking for diamonds and only found 7. I decided to go strip mining instead. Oh look, another geode! With the few diamonds I've gotten from the caves previously, I crafted my first diamond armor piece. Since I have plenty of levels, it's time to use some of these to get a fortune and a silk touch pickaxe. So let's build a small enchanter setup. First pickaxe enchant is not so great, but I ended up enchanting my diamond chestplate as well, since it had protection 4 show up. As I will be needing lots of mangrove wood, I decided to take a moment to chop down a bunch and expand the number of trees in the area. Then, I also decided to mine out the first geode I found of its calcite and amethyst blocks. I decided to check out the mine shaft in the cave down below the geode and found a skeleton spawner. And I also found yet more deep dark. Mining like this has been extremely terrifying compared to mining in Minecraft normally, especially knowing death means losing a life. And to make matters worse, there's deep dark all around me. After that mining session, I had enough XP for another attempt at enchanting my pickaxe. I'm still hoping for fortune. Silk Touch. Okay, Silk Touch is not bad. That's something we also need, especially for the amethyst crystals, so we can go ahead and collect those. Something else I can collect with Silk Touch is bees. And since I do need some honey for candles and beehives, I think I'll go and try and find some. After finding a few empty hives, I still need some actual bees to produce the honey. Oh, there is one. Here you go, buddy. A hive and a flower. Oh, you already have a home? I see. Lead the way. Oh, it's a triple hive. I'm so lucky. To keep progressing my goals of the episode, I still needed to collect some dark oak saplings. 4 of these are required to grow a tree, so I searched for a dark forest to go and grab some. On the return home, I found yet another full beehive with 3 bees. However, one of the bees was very stubborn and wanted red flowers instead. As I returned to the village with 30 levels, I went for another attempt at a fortune enchant on my pickaxe. To another Silk Touch? Still not lucky, so I need to get more XP. As I don't want to go mining again, I will go do some village trading instead. I first traded with the mason, giving him some clay and buying some bricks. Then I traded a bunch with a farmer, using wheat, unlocking both pumpkin and melon trades, which is very, very handy. I used some of the emeralds I got so far to unlock more trades with a mason. The result gave me some polished andesite for the house. Not bad. Buying that unlocked even more mason trades. Unfortunately, those are not currently blocks that I'm looking for. I collected some more clay to sell for some emeralds, so I could trade with the toolsmith and unlock some useful trades there. It unlocked an iron trade, very useful. And now I can also trade diamonds for emeralds if I get to the point of being diamond rich. As I have a trader with wool trades that I want to use, I started breeding the sheep so that I can unlock some more trades there too. I also started breeding the cows. One villager type that was still missing here was a librarian, so I went and made a lector. In the meantime, the trades on the villagers had reset, so I could trade more iron and unlock some more trades. This time, a diamond pickaxe showed up, very useful as well. Time to see who the first librarian is going to be. And there's a paper trade, nice. Frostwalker 1, not so perfect. At least there's a lantern trade. Frostwalker 2 as well. Oh boy. And Depth Strider. This truly is the worst librarian of all time. With a few more emeralds, I can unlock yet another few trades with a mason. However, quart blocks won't really be relevant to me. As I tended to the sheep, a tree grew, and to everyone's surprise, it came back with a full beehive. And then I noticed a kitty running around, so I went and grabbed some fishies to feed it and get a beautiful cat out. What shall I name this beauty? And while we're at it, the dog at the base also doesn't have a name. Give me all your suggestions. With the remaining emeralds, I bought myself an extra diamond pick, which hopefully will have fortune on it soon. I think that's enough training for now. I've unlocked some very useful trades, so I call this village prepared. As I'm working towards my starter house, many more resources need to be gathered. A lot of that is mangrove wood, so here's another compilation of me cutting trees. Another thing I need is torch flowers, which are dropped by sniffers, and I need quite a lot of them. I better get that started now while I do other things still. To get sniffers, I need sniffer eggs, which are found in underwater ruins in suspicious sand in warm or lukewarm oceans. While looking for underwater ruins, I found some buried treasures. And I figured I'd grab some dead bushes and cacti, as I might need those later. Oh look, the first sniffer egg! However, I will need another one to breed them. And I grabbed some terracotta from a nearby badlands on the way back. Back home I got distracted and crafted all different colors of dye for when I eventually set up my sheep farm. I've gotten quite a few levels in the meantime, so let's try a few enchants. Finally, fortune! I can now go dig up all those diamonds and make the rest of my gear. There we go, full diamond armor complete. With that out of the way, exploration should be a lot safer. Since there are quite a few random things left to grab from nearby biomes, here's a compilation of me gathering. With 2 snippers, I can finally start breeding them soon. I didn't really plan on going to the Nether in the first episode, but then I realized I wanted to use Blackstone. So here we are. And as a little tradition, I killed the first ghast the right way. Before I go anywhere, let's make sure that I get what I came for. Let's raid with some piglins for Blackstone and maybe get some fire resistance potions. I didn't even leave the area around the portal and there is already a bastion here. Luckily, it has a chest room right here in the open. I might as well check it out. Looks safe to me. Let's make sure that nobody comes in while I loot though. Ooh, netherite scrap, an armor trim, and a mending pickaxe? Very nice. I wanted to find a nether fortress and grab some blaze rods. However, finding one proved to be a challenge. I kept finding bastion after bastion, but no fortress. Oh, there we go. A fortress at last. I decided not to go loot the entire fortress and only bring some blaze rods with me. After my trip to the Nether, the second snipper had fully grown, so now it's time to start breeding them. In between, I did some enchanting here and there, and got some pretty decent enchantments overall. As I have gathered all the materials I need to build my starter house in these double chests, it's time for a proper time-lapse build mode. Alright, there it is. My starter house completely done. And while we waited for the time lapse, I also went ahead and did the interior. So here is the living room. We've got some nice, very cozy fireplace here. A small alchemy room. I also filled some of these chests with some goodies, like seeds over here in a little storage area. And then all the way up to the very big room with a bunch of storage, some plants, and a reading corner. Of course, we have some big windows out to look outside. And then up here is where we go and sleep. Of course, we have a bed for on the road as well. And then the last floor is basically outside. We've got a little area. I can still place something here. I still have to replace that light. Well, I'll get to it eventually. Then all the way at the top, there's nothing really here. Just a small decoration. Why did I even build spiral staircases? I don't know. We also have a little garden here, with of course many torch flowers that are found all across the building. I used to decorate near the house windows. Something that I also did is make some farms. As you can see, I bred the snippers quite a bit. I added a bit of a collection system down here, so that I can actually get some torchflower seeds while waiting. For now, we have some very basic farms. We have pumpkins. I think I destroyed the melons by accident. We've got some carrots and potatoes and some wheat and sugar and a few other things. But this is all temporary and will be replaced in the future. And to explain a little bit about what I built here and what I used a bunch of amethyst, as you can see in the roof, because that is a bit of the magical aspect that I'm using in this build. And then I used a combination of mangrove wood and dark oak wood as the main components. And I filled it in with a bunch of calcite and some deep slate. And then of course there is a little tower in the back that is made of calcite, diorite, and some andesite. And then of course there is a small section on this corner here that is mostly mud and mud brick. And of course the walls at the bottom here are filled in with some terracotta. Alright, that is it for this episode. Next episode will focus on villager farms and will be a much more buildy episode. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.